Special thanks to Focus Studios for sponsoring today's episode of Movie Time with Crash with a special Fandango movie voucher. You know, Wes Anderson definitely has this sort of mosaic, artistic, very unique vibe to his films. He really does. It's Wes Anderson films are very much a standalone, unique experience anytime you watch any of them. And I've seen a handful of them. And yes, I plan on reviewing some of those in the future. But, it's one of those things that a lot of people, unless you understand that sort of weird cocktail blend between anti-humor, absurdist humor, sort of British comedy humor, sort of not witty humor, but kind of semi upper class humor, not highbrow humor, but very snappy kind of humor. And if you're not into that sort of just barely weird kind of humor, we're not talking full blown trippy, weird as balls Adult Swim level aesthetic, but we're talking more something you would see out of an independent film kind of weird. That's kind of what Wes Anderson films are like, at least for me. And the Phoenician scheme is one of those things where he tries to take a different approach a little bit, and it works. It's very interesting, to say the least. The best way I can describe the Phoenician scheme is, God, how do I even describe it? Basically, there's a wealthy businessman from insert country here, and someone keeps trying to assassinate his ass. And he decides, you know what? I have one daughter and 9 boys. I think 8 boys, 9 boys. And I'm not long for this earth. So he appoints his daughter, who happens to also be a nun, his sole heir to the estate. And as the daughter embarks on this new sort of, thing outside of her comfort zone in this new empire, both of them soon discover that they've become the target of a lot of different things, including tycoons, other people who are scheming, foreign terrorists, and even determined assassins, and just absurd things in between. It's Wes Anderson and a lot of his movies do very much have an absurd vibe to them in some cases. But they're not the wacky, goofy, 90s cartoon aesthetic with it. That's not the level of absurd. They're certainly not Ren and Stimpy, Meat Canyon, again, Adult Swim level vibe either. That's not them. I like to think of them more as imagine if you took Brooklyn Nine-Nine or The Office or not even that. Imagine if you took Downton Abbey or a serious like a British cook-off show, right? Or something that's very highbrow, but then you tone in and you mix in a little bit of like weird comedy, character driven plots that are kind of funny, and just interesting visuals, to say the least. I liked this film a lot. there's a lot that I like about it. And what drew me to it was actually the fact that it was a dark comedy. It's a espionage dark comedy, but it's also a geopolitical comedy. It's very much a politic comedy disguised as an espionage dark comedy film, but also disguised as this sort of absurd, let's just take the piss out of it kind of comedy. And it's got a great fucking cast. It's got fucking Benicio del Toro, Michael Cera, Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray, Tom Hanks is in this fucking thing. Bryan Cranston, Willem Dafoe, Benedict Cumberbatch, like, holy shit. Jeffrey Wright, like, Alex Jennings, Hope Davis, like, there's a lot of people in this one. It's really good. Like, there's some top billing in here. And one of the things that I really like is the comedy, because it's sort of this bleak but not too bleak comedy. It's very much this, you know, we know what this is, but it's still gonna be a romp regardless. The casting's great. The musical score is fantastic. The jokes, that's my one negative. If you're not used to this level of humor, like this type of like highbrow but with a cheeky, you know, cynical twist, it's not for everybody. There were moments that definitely made me laugh more than once, and I did giggle and chuckle, but I never laughed out loud. I never, you know, went like, ha 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 ha. Like, no. I did more of a like a, oh, ha ha, that's funny. Or, no, I got that. That's good. Or, okay, I like that. It's good. That type of thing. That type of laughter. So, it's fun. It's a good movie. And the best part is, studio behind it. Focus Features. And their Focus Insider program were kind enough to sponsor today's episode with a free movie ticket for me to review. So, thanks, Focus. And for those who don't know, why does that sound familiar? Well, it's because I actually previously reviewed one of their other recent movies involving a particular black bag, if you will. So, but I digress. Good movie. Go see it. It's fun. It's a different type of comedy than I think most people are aware of. But if you have watched any of Wes Anderson's previous films that he's directed, you will still enjoy this for what it is. And also, it scratches a weird niche sort of itch in my brain, because my family grew up very much in a non-typical sort of non-American mentality with our household, with all my parents and grandparents. So a lot of the, you know, humor from this comes from a lot of like type of things that I would see from other countries. Because, let's be honest, American geopolitics are complete, but, you know, there's other problems in the world. And this movie gives me a nice breath of fresh air with jokes that really do make me appreciate a lot of the things in life and how funny even so much as simple diplomacy can be. Also, I learned that apparently you can solve any negotiation treaty by just gifting your enemies a free hand grenade. I wish I had the money to do that. Just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, sovereign president of which Katidida. I'm so sorry about our recent trade agreement. Here, good sir, have a free hand grenade. Oh, I thank you. Here's a free hand grenade as well for you. Ah, thank you." It's just it's war, but it's not really. It's just that's funny. That was one of my favorite jokes in the film. There's just a running gag all throughout the film of, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, please help yourself to a free hand grenade." It's very spy versus spy-esque, and I love it. All right. That's it for the review. Special thanks to Focus Insiders and Focus Studios for providing the code and sponsoring today's episode. Till next time.